welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can tell by the title, I am showing you my prayer board for 2025 as we are entering into a new year. If you are seeing this video, it is currently January 1st, 2025, and we thank God that we have made it to another year. I just can't explain it. God is so good. So many people didn't make it. So many people left this earth in more ways than one, but God decided to keep us here. So we have a purpose left here on earth, and I'm going to take full advantage of that. And so we are starting off strong with our first video of the new year. Yay us. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel as we are on the road to 500 subscribers. But I will quit rambling and let's get straight into the video. Just a disclaimer, I am filming this video before I go to work. Yay for discipline and consistency. So if you hear my baby in the background, please excuse me, but this is my reality. We got to get it done how we get it done. So in the clips before this portion, I showed you guys me creating my prayer board for 2025. I picked up a few materials from Target and I picked up some things from Joann's. I found a lot of these items in the scrapbooking section. And honestly, it took me longer than I expected. It took me roughly 2 hours to create my vision board just because I wanted it to be creative. You know, I wanted it to be a little bit different, but then also like gluing down all the pieces, like trying out pieces here and there, not liking it. Like it was a process, but honestly, I can see how people enjoy scrapbooking because it was very therapeutic. I did it late at night when I was, by myself so I could have my alone time with God. And I really, really enjoyed it. So yes, I decided this year for 2025 to create a prayer board. So last year for 2024, I also created a prayer board, but I also did a vision board. So there's a lot of, what's the difference between a vision board, prayer board, which one should you do? And for the past few years, I've always done a vision board. I would have it saved on my iPad or I would have it saved as my iPhone wallpaper. So I'm always able to see it. However, I just feel like a prayer board is much more intimate for me. Like the vision board, I have my pictures and things like that. But for the prayer board, I'm specifically coming to God and I'm putting in my prayer requests to him. And I think that's what the difference is because the scripture tells us you have not because you ask not. And I was listening to a sermon the other day and it was saying how, you don't think of God in the fullness of what and who he is. Like I'm saying, oh God, help me just to get a job to get by. But God is so much greater than that. Why are you asking him for these small, minute things? My God is a big God. Ask him for big things. And we all know that, God's will and his perfect time. And just because you ask for something doesn't mean that, it's going to come to fruition. If it's not in his will, it might not be when you want it to happen. However, I said this year, I'm specifically asking God for what I want. I'm not saying, hey, God, I want to grow my YouTube channel. God, I want my YouTube channel to have 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I'm putting exact amounts. I am being specific because I'm asking God for these things because he is more than capable. And I'm praying for his will to be done. So that is why I decided to create a prayer board for 2025. Now I may still go through because I do like the visual aspect of a vision board to match it with my prayer board. So I'm able to have that on my phone, but this was super, super easy for me to make. And I just felt like I was really able to go through my word and find scriptures, things to resonate with what I'm asking God for. Okay, so this is my prayer board for 2025 in all its glory. And I think it's so cute. Like, I think it's imperfectly perfect. Like, I just love the way I put it together. It's not super, straightforward and organized, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like things are kind of randomly placed, but I like that because that's a representation of my life. Like, nothing is perfect. We all have our things, but yeah, I really, really enjoyed making this. So I used larger size envelopes this time. So I have 3 larger envelopes. And so for these 3 categories, I labeled them spiritual growth, personal and family goals, and career and creativity. So for my career and creativity, that focuses on my career as a therapist, but it also talks about me, wanting to grow my career as a content creator. My personal and family goals, that goes for health and wellness, That goes for finances, that goes for my marriage, my relationships, me being a mom. All of those things go into that category. And for my spiritual growth is all things spiritual. So one example that I would give you guys for that section, I want to join a church by the end of this year. I've already been attending a church regularly, but I just haven't made that step yet, but that is a goal for me. I do want to belong to a church. Right now, I currently belong to my home church. However, I don't go to my home church often, so I want to get back active in the church and the community. And then I just have like cute little stickers, like my word for my prayer board, which is something I try to do every year, is obedience, because I feel like this year in 2024, as I ventured out in content creation and other things, I was so wrapped up with the thoughts of other people and, you know, what other people would think about me doing things. But when you are obedient to what God says, you can't worry about what anybody else has going on, because you have to do what he calls you to do. That word just came in my mind. So I was like, okay, God, that's the word you want me to use for this year. So our word for the year is obedience. And then I have Deuteronomy 28:1. I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. That's my mom's favorite scripture. That is one of my favorite scriptures. Over here, I have 3 words for the year: faith, boldness, and purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in it boldly, and I'm going to have faith for the things that are not yet. We cannot see them, but we're claiming it, thanking God in advance. And on this side, but have you prayed about it? So I want to, last year when I had my prayer board, I put it in my closet, didn't revisit. But this is going up in my room, so I'm able to look at it every day. And this is something that I have to ask myself every day. Have you prayed about it? You're stressing, but have you prayed about it? You're about to make a big decision, but have you prayed about it? Like, I need to consult God in every single thing that I do. So that's just my little reminder. And then over here I have, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? That scripture was made for me. Like, I'm going to have to tell myself that every day, 3 times a day. We don't care what man says. We're trying to win the approval of the Lord, not of man. And then you do not have because you do not ask God. So that's like at the center of my thing, because this is my prayer board. And like I said, these are all my prayer requests, but we know that, you know, God's timing is perfect timing and everything in his will. But this was such, like I said, a therapeutic thing to do, and not sure what everyone believes in, but I do encourage you to make a prayer board, or if you don't want to do a prayer board, to make a vision board so that you are able to plainly see your goals, write these things out. So it's so much sweeter when you accomplish these things. I saw another prayer board that had like prayer requests, and then it had, another section that said answered prayers. Like, I think that's such a good idea. Like, this is the year to write down what you exactly want. Manifest your dream life. I'm all for manifesting with the Lord. Let me say that. But manifest your dream life. You can have whatever life you want, but how are you going to know the woman you want to become if you don't have it written down, or you're not able to visually see it every day? Like, this is my reminder. You need to get up and go to the gym, because that's the type of woman that you're asking God to make you into. But you have to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. So yeah, this is a shorter video, but I'm so proud of what my prayer board turned out like. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you guys are planning to do a prayer board, a vision board, or what apps or whatever. Do you like to do it with magazines to have in your hand, or do you like to do it digitally? Just let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. Bye, babes.